Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our special call board meeting on January 4th, 2022 at 6 p.m. As most of y'all know, as a board, we like to recognize if we've had a loss of employees, and we had a longtime employee of the Estill County School District, Miss Wilma Horn, that recently passed away. And we would like to offer our condolences to her family, and just that we remember them in our prayers. And she dedicated a big part of her life to Irving Grade School and other places that she worked here in the district. So thank you for everything, and we'll move on with our agenda, Mr. Saylor. At this time, I'd like to call our meeting to order. And first on our agenda, we'd like to elect our 2022 chairperson.
And that's totally a board function, so you're willing to accept any motion.
Okay. Do we have a motion to nominate someone to be board chair for the year of 2022?
I would like to nominate
I
you.
nominate Donna Isford.
She maybe did.
Sheila got the second then.
So,
Brian did make the motion right
Is that
before you
on?
got in, Sheila, so,
No, my sound's not good.
well, you'll be the second. We got a little bit of delay, so you did make the second on
so
that.
we have,
Okay, that's fine.
we have a first and a second motion to elect a board chair. I'd like to call for a vote at this time. All in favor? Any opposed?
That was a 5-0 vote.
Okay, so I
Thank you for
accept
doing
this
Thank
nomination.
you for doing that again.
Thank you all. Thank you all. So next on our list is we need to elect a 2022 vice chairperson. And I would like to call for any nominations for that.
Brian Colby, please.
So Tammy Hardy nominates Brian Covey,
I'll second.
and Carrie Smallwood makes a second. Do we have any discussion at this time? Okay, I'd like to call for a vote for Brian Covey to be vice chair for the year 2022. All in favor?
That's kind of a weird vote for myself.
Ms. Sheila voted aye.
It's a 5-0 vote. Brian Covey is our board chair for 2022.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Okay,
all.
thank you. Thank you for your willingness to serve. So at this time, we need to elect our finance corporation officers, and typically that's the board chair.
Typically, what has happened in the past,
And
and I don't know that we'll be selling any bonds whatsoever, but just in case if we do,
it's good to have it on record.
And as you said in the past,
the
the chairman has been the president of the finance corporation.
The
vice chair has been the vice president of the finance corporation. So if you all want to continue that, then the motion would be to,
So I need a motion to keep our chair and vice chair as the finance corporation officers.
I'll make a motion.
Tammy Hardy makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Carrie Smallwood makes a second. I'd like any discussion at this time. I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor?
Ms. Sheila voted aye.
So it's a 5-0 vote. Motion carries. Next on our agenda is we need to set the 2022 meeting date and time. And typically, that date is the third Thursday
The
of
third
every
Thursday
month.
of the month is what it's
And-
typically been.
We are good to change that. We're good to go with that. We're good to take any kind of recommendations that you may have, but we set this for public record so that everybody knows what schedule that we're on. Does anybody have any comments or?
I'm on the fire board, but it doesn't matter if I miss that meeting. As long as it's called.
Yeah. So you want to keep it the third Thursday?
Ms. Sheila, are you good with keeping it where it's at?
That's what I was going to say. Let's keep it the same.
Okay.
That's what the public's used to, so that's what we need to do.
Okay, so do we
you
need a
need
motion for that?
Yes, you
Okay.
do.
So we need
I
a
make the
motion. Okay, Sheila makes a motion. Do we have a second? Tammy Hardy makes a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? So our meeting dates for 2022 will be the third Thursday of every month. And they typically start at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, that's right. So it's always the third Thursday of the month at the central office boardroom at 6 p.m. And that's the set date and time. And then Miss Rebecca can get that out to everybody. And I do know as part of that, we've already got the schools lined up. I think the middle school presents here in January. So that will be part of that. You can get that out on that calendar as well.
So this,
20th.
yeah.
January 20th is the next meeting, I'm pretty sure. I
And when
looked at
the
it
schools
today.
and the children make presentations here to the board, that's a highlight for us. We look forward to that. So,
Yeah, I'm glad to be able to get back to that. We've been 2 years
Yeah.
not able to do that, and hopefully numbers will stay under control and we'll be able to get back to that.
Yeah, our teachers and our principals work so hard, and the students are always so excited to come and share with everyone. Plus, they get to be on TV. Okay, next on our agenda is we have public record and duty under law, and that information was in our packet.
That's correct, and you do have a sign-off, just like you do every year for that, that basically says that you've read and understand that there's been no changes. That's part of the record for the Attorney General that has to be submitted to him each and every year. Just like right now, you just voted for the meeting date, the time, and the place. That is something you have to do under open records. So there's no action there. It's just there'll be a sign off on that you all will need to sign, and then we will get that sent in.
Is there a date specified? Do we have to have it in?
It's supposed to go in sometime first this year. So next time you're by the office or something, Sheila, Rebecca will have you on, okay? There's
Okay,
no
that'd be
hurry. You don't have to drop by. As a matter of fact, you can sign it on the 20th if you're not by here before.
Okay,
then.
that's what I was wondering, if we do it the 20th.
Yeah, that perfectly fine. It's no issue whatsoever.
And all of this information is also available on our webpage.
Yeah, if anybody goes to the website, just like our board agendas are available, so are the attachments. So if anybody wants to see any information about the Open Records Act and Open Meetings Law, you can go right there, and it's on the website under school board information, and it's very easy to get to.
So, Mr. Saylor, we're looking forward to a good 2022 before we adjourn. Do you have anything further?
I am as well. Look forward to 20th to be, I don't anticipate it being a long board meeting, but just know that there are a couple of construction projects coming at you for final approval. I know the Old Urban demo, and I think possibly the West Urban parking lot's coming at you. We got approvals on all of our BG1s the last couple days, so there's going to be a lot of construction information moving forward with some of those projects. Construction on the high school project is going well. The flooring is pretty much 99% complete at the ATC. The new labs have been, the flooring in those new labs, the 3 remaining labs were completed during Christmas. So a lot of good things going on there. We're going to get this ATC wrapped up. We've just been waiting on a few little things with the contract, but as you know, the building's occupied. The kids love that building. It's a fantastic building. High school progress is going well. We're about 25% complete. You can see a lot of progress out there. For everybody that's wondering what's going on across the road, we just did not allow all of that, all of the spoil materials from the football stadium needed to be put somewhere. So what I decided to do, and I talked to the contractor, is that they're just going to relocate those materials, and we're going to try to flatten that area out. And I think it'll make a pretty big area that maybe instead of teams having to go all the way out to Wiseman Crossing sometime to practice soccer or whatever, they can practice soccer up there on that area.
Stand out there.
So there's a lot of, I think there'll be a lot of space up there when it's said and done. There's a lot of material still to come off that field. I know a lot of people say, "Hey, ain't much left." Yeah, there's a whole lot left. You gotta remember that field's gotta be taken down about 4 feet and brought back up with that turf. So there's a lot of dirt to come out of there yet, and so we're just gonna keep it. instead of it being hauled off somewhere else, I think we can make a site there for our kids to be able to use, and it never hurts to have a flat spot, for sure. So things are going well. Draft budget, it's hard to believe we got to have a draft budget for FY '23, but that's coming in January as well. So a lot of things on, but we're had a good day at school today, good day back, and everyone's excited to get the spring semester started. Yes, Miss Sheila?
How were the attendance numbers?
As far as I know today, there was no red flags whatsoever with attendance. We had good attendance. A little worried about Thursday afternoon. We'll keep an eye on that in terms of possible snowstorm coming in here. So just letting everybody know right now, based on weather forecast, we could have a little bit of an early dismissal on Thursday, but our plans are right now we'll be in school Thursday. And if we do have to leave early, we'll have an early dismissal. So that's just a little bit of information out there for our parents. But I want to thank you all. This is also School Board Recognition Month. And I'll recognize you all right now as being here, but we'll also recognize you on the 20th as well. A lot of people don't understand that school board members have to put up with a lot sometimes, and there's not a big fat paycheck that everybody thinks it's sitting out there. There's not a lot of compensation for being a school board member. You do it because you love kids. That's the only reason that you're a school board member, and you're interested in the welfare and the well-being of our kids and the parents and our community. So I thank each and every one of you all for the hard work that you all do. But that's my comments. Appreciate Jeremy and Rebecca being here tonight. I did ask everybody else to stay home. You would have had more here, but there was no need for them to be here for an organizational meeting.
Yep, absolutely. And I know I'm going to speak on behalf of the rest of the board members. It's an honor for us to serve. And every one of us here love our children and love our community, and it's an honor. And I want to thank everyone for just trusting us and giving us the ability to serve on this board and try to keep the train rolling and move this district forward. And with all of that being said, I would like to call for an adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Brian and Sheila make a second, and all in favor? All right, thank you all.